So you have another active GoFundMe?
No, we have the GoFundMe for the dog, which is what we're saying is active.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
And if you have a look, it's got the invoice on there.
Right, 1 second. Get that out of the way. Right, so obviously you sent me your start of proceedings thing, which I was processing. Just like the start of a thing. So, right, so obviously we know all the things that are supposedly that you've done so far, because it's just like taxis, monies for Christmas, toys, food, shopping, cremation, rent, you know, gas utilities and all that. Right, so when it comes to your own admittances, so obviously there are videos about that where you kind of admit gamming and that Jareth didn't really kind of DV you. That's the best way I can put it, sorry. Without getting a banana.
You can see in that video. I'll admit, he's been a bastard to me at times. An absolute bastard.
Yeah.
You know, if his sister was in here, he's got ADHD and he's got a temper.
And Jareth,
you can see that if you've seen the video. If you've seen the video of the Christmas tree, you'd know.
Yeah, I have seen that video, my ad. I have seen that video. I did show it the other day.
And that's the reason why you got arrested.
Right, so Jareth. So obviously you two had a little bit of a blip and split up at some point this year, correct?
Well, so I was arrested, so my condition was me and Wendy couldn't be together.
Right, is this when you sent this massive 8-minute voice note?
I sent many, so probably.
Yeah. I was going to say, because in that voice note I'll give you a pretty much briefing rather than us listening to it all. But in that voice note, you basically call out all Wendy's lies and her scams. In that voice.
Oh, what's that noise? Sorry, go on. There was some feedback there. Sorry.
So yeah, that was the so obviously in the long voice note, 8 minutes, is pretty much you just blasting all Wendy's like.
Oh yeah, I was absolutely pissed at her. Bearing in mind, during that week, all of her mods / friends were coming into my live, and basically just pissed me off. So yes, I lost my temper, and yes, I said things. Some things were true, some things were not. As far as I was aware, our relationship was over, and she was doing everything she could to get at me. Bearing in mind, during this whole week off, we weren't allowed to have any contact whatsoever.
So what sort of things in that voice note were true? And what wasn't?
Well, the fact that I said, obviously, me and Wendy weren't together, you know. And to be fair, I can't even remember a lot of it because it's been that long.
I mean, I can probably send it to you, to be fair.
I mean, bearing in mind you are talking 10 months ago, so it's been a very long time.
I mean, so these are just some of the claims.
He's on about the voice note of you telling everyone that I was scamming.
Yeah, so I'll tell you the contents of this voice note. Is basically you've claimed that she's lied about gas and electric because she's done quarterly and scammed money for that. You've also admitted that she didn't need a fridge or a freezer, as apparently she already had one, and that she lied about rent money. Those were the claims, some of the claims you made in that voice note.
Yeah, so as you can imagine, I was pissed off at her. So I said things that weren't true to piss her off and to get at her. Bearing in mind, she was sending all of her so-called friends in my life to basically ruin my life. And I knew that I could say things that would piss her off.
So when you say to ruin your life, what did you think Wendy wanted to do to ruin your life?
Well, bearing in mind, she just had me arrested. I couldn't speak to her.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed any contact with the kids.
Yeah.
As far as I was concerned, she fucked my life up. I mean, you can imagine I give that girl everything. up until that time where I was arrested, and I literally was on the edge of losing everything.
I mean, you two are definitely. I mean, you obviously get. I should imagine you two have to block a lot of people, right? Because you are pretty much all over a hell of a lot of pages. But would you say this is like healthy?
To be fair, I've gone past all this now. You know, at the beginning, this was really bad for me. You know, Wendy struggled really bad at the beginning. I got over this stuff very quickly. You know, I've seen all the messages from. I've had trolls trolling me for the past year. It goes over my head. Anything that anyone says doesn't really affect me anymore. I'm too strong to let it get to me now. So I know that there's pages of, and there's videos of me going around, and there's this, that, and the other. Personally, I couldn't give two fucks. I'll be brutally honest. I couldn't give two fucks. I'm too strong of a person to let this get to me now.
So, out of obviously all the claims and accusations that have been made, obviously some you have obviously admitted by your own admittances. We've heard the voice notes and God knows what. Is there anything else that you actually admit to doing, like along these lines, or that you might have done before, shit that's going to pop up? And what about, there you go, what about the threats that you made? There you go, like threatening to cut people up and threatening.
Well, I mean, I've openly told individuals in particular that have said things about me. Absolutely. That you know, I'm not gonna disclose exactly what I've said, but absolutely, if you're big enough to give it, you've got to be big enough to take it. As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't be telling them you're going to cut them up, though.
Well, I can't say I remember that one.
And you did say it to women, I think.
Oh, absolutely. I'll say it to anyone. If you're big enough to give me shit, expect to get it back, whether you're a man or a woman. If you're big enough to give it, you are big enough to take it. That's the philosophy that I've always lived by. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If you're big enough to give me a bollocking and threaten me, expect it back.
I know, but is there not? I totally get your stance and what you're saying, but is there not a limit and a line that there should be?
No, absolutely not. If you're big enough to give it, expect it. I said the same to Dean. I told Dean to his face, and he's denied it. But it was only me, him, and that police officer stood on that landing that day. And I told him if he carried on, I would do something. And he's very lucky I didn't. And I'll tell him again. I can't stand that bloke. What he's put us through is unbelievable.
Right, okay. I mean, probably not the best thing to be chucking at women straight away, do you know? I mean, there's got to be a bit of a line, right?
No, there's no one for me.
No?
I speak how it is. If you're big enough to give me the shit, expect it back. You can't go around life going, I'm a woman, you can't say these things, because absolutely, if you're going to give it, you're going to get it.
But do you not think they've got a right to be like this, considering like you supposedly own thousands, or you've owed these people money, and there's been like, it's very deep rooted, no? Like, because I'm not being funny, like, if I had a nightmare tenant, let's say, because that's what I was classed as, a nightmare tenant. If I had a nightmare tenant, I'd be losing my absolute shit. I mean, I'd never put myself in that situation because I couldn't be dealing with the stress. But, like, I mean, if someone owed me all that money, I don't think I'd be best impressed.
Who are you referring to, sorry?
Your landlords and all that, and all the threats, you can't...
The landlord, he gets what's coming to him. He fucked us over big time. So like I said to him, and I'll say it again, you get what's coming to you. You fuck us over, you deal with the consequences. He fucked us over, he's got to deal with the consequences of that.
The landlord put a roof over your head, correct?
Yeah, and the roof wasn't... And like I said before, we have asked for repairs and things to be done in that flat, and he has refused. He has to take responsibility for that. I'm not paying for a flat that is not safe and for him to do the work that he's supposed to and legally supposed to do.
And I get it, but you know, sometimes it takes landlords a while and sometimes a little bit of a process to get things sorted. It's not all just done within a day. Sometimes it could take a couple of weeks and God knows what.
Yeah, but when you ask him to fit a fire alarm and it takes him 8 months to do it, that's not acceptable.
Well,
Not until we rung the fire brigade and they forced him to do it, that he actually did it.
So why didn't you phone up the fire brigade straight away?
We phoned them up and said, the landlord is refusing to do it, what can we do? Well, you have to keep messaging him and asking him to do it. So we did, and in the end we said, look, we're sick and tired of this. We've got 2 children in this house. There's no fire alarms. There's no carbon monoxide detectors in this flat. They said to us, right, we will contact him and give him a time frame of when he needs to do it. If he doesn't do it, get back hold of us. We will then do it and we will bill him for it.
So why did you
following day he sent somebody out.
Why did you not put any up yourself in that time?
That's not our responsibility. He has a legal obligation as a landlord to do it.
Listen, it's for your own protection. I get he's got a responsibility. Yes, he has a duty of care. I totally understand. But why would you wait 8 months knowing anything could have happened to you in that 8 months? Why did you not just maybe phone the fire brigade themselves? They'd have pushed it on straight away, or even just quickly fitted one, like maybe yourself.
It's just something I didn't do.
Yeah, see, I mean, so obviously you're in a new place now, right? You're in an actual place, yeah? You've got like a proper home and everything. You're not in a halfway house or nothing.
No, we're in our own home.
So you have got your own gaff and shit like that.
Yeah.
And you're keeping up with the rent on this one. Is this one private or council?
The council.
Oh, thank fuck for that. I bet they're well chuffed. I bet they're well chuffed.
I'll tell you what, it's a lovely house, and to be fair, the council are pretty good.
Oh, so you actually enjoy the house now? Is that the one you did the video where he's whinging about the painting?
No, I'll tell you what that was. That was a response to people saying that there's carpets and whatnot in the flat, in the house. I said, no, there fucking ain't, and I'll prove it to you. So I did the video, but obviously if people don't understand both sides of the story, they've only seen my video. But that was in direct response to people saying there was stuff in the flat and in the house, and I said, no, there isn't. So I said, no, you don't get fucking carpets. No, there's nothing in the cupboards because there never is. It's council. Bearing in mind, I've lived in council most of my life, so I know how the council work. So that was in a direct response to people saying that you would have carpets on the floor, you would have other things, and I said, no, you fucking don't. So that was what that video was meant for. That video was in return to some people commenting saying there was nothing in, there was things in the flat.
See, this is the thing, right? Like, so we know, obviously, with councils, you don't get carpets. You'll be lucky if you get a tin of white paint nowadays. I mean, they used to give you a couple of tins of paint. You'll be barely lucky to even get 1 tin of white paint nowadays. If not, they'll dish you out vouchers so you can go and get some. And it's not a very great amount, but it's enough to do what needs to be done. But I think it's pretty standard. It doesn't come with all the furnishings unless you're going for
I mean, to be fair, you haven't had carpets in council houses for years. They take them out for reasons of infestations and things like that. So I moved into my first council house with my mum in 2000, and we've been there I was there for 23 years, and we had fuck all. No white paint on the walls, nothing. It was literally bare bones. And that's what I'm saying. When I was talking to people saying you don't get carpets, you don't get this, and they're saying yes you do, the council can't leave you without carpets. I made that video to prove that there was fuck all in the house.
Well, unfortunately, the council do leave you without carpets because your home is your palace. It's for you to build at the end of the day. Which
obviously we're doing, you know, it's coming along very well.
So obviously I take it you're not working at the moment or anything like that?
No.
No, so what, have you not worked for years or?
No, so I was working up until basically all this kicked off and my mental health took a dip to the point where I was almost not here. So I had to take some time off. My employer wouldn't wait for me because they turned and said that I couldn't fulfill my contracted hours, so let me go.
So basically it ends up
bearing in mind, I wasn't in a stable place. I'd obviously been arrested because of my mental health. So obviously I had to make sure that my mental health was safe before employers.
So we're both on universal credit with limited capability.
Right, right, okay, so you both getting your bennies at the moment, so to speak. And
obviously with limited capability, if you're a couple, only one person gets the extra element.
And if you must know, the reason that I couldn't work was because I used to work on dealing with trucks. Now, when someone's got a severe mental health issue, which I did, being around 42-ton trucks is not a safe environment.
Oh no, neither's driving.
That was the reason why I was told you need to stay off work until your mental health is better, i.e. medication, counselling, therapy, that kind of thing. Because when you're dealing with 42-ton trucks, it's not safe with a mental health issue to be stood in front or behind a truck.
So what about like finding something that's a bit more suitable or something?
Sorry?
What about finding a job that's more suitable to your mental health?
Yeah, I will, absolutely. I mean, I've already spoke to Wendy about that. In time, when I know my medication and my therapy is
working. We're not getting 2007, actually.
I will move into...
Nowhere fucking near it.
So, I take it you both got all your white goods and stuff like that? From the white goods scheme?
Yeah.
So, obviously, we were able to get certain white goods because of the child's medical condition. Others we weren't, but we were able to get things like a washing machine due to the child's medical condition.
Yeah.
And that was literally, we had to wait until... For that to be processed, we had to wait till 2 weeks after we moved in. So obviously we were panicking. We didn't have this certain
Yes,
items.
we do have a dishwasher because we got it free on Facebook.
We had to wait for them to obviously receive the medical files to approve, obviously, the goods and whatnot.
So how long ago was your payout now? What, that would have been a couple of months ago, was it? Your back pay? The video I watched?
Yep.
Yeah, a couple of months ago, let's say. Obviously, we know it's not a fucking massive amount, but I take it you needed to get everything.
It was only just over £1,000.
But you needed to get like some. What,
so we got the yeah, we didn't waste it. We got stuff with it.
So you got stuff that was needed.
So what if I bought a barbecue? So what?
Obviously, the kids have beds. We have a bed. There's carpets on the floor. There's obviously sofa. There's obviously a washing machine, tumble dryer, cooker. All the things that you would expect to have.
Yeah.
All the basics we have.
It was shit if it's not essential. I bought
it. Right. So it's Becky. I take it Becky's this one you owe money to, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah. Becky's the person that we owe the money to. Obviously, while there's an investigation ongoing.
Hey, you can't say nothing. You lied to Christina and Ruthie. You absolutely lied, and they proved it.
Who was that? Who lied to Ruthie?
Hey, in the chat, she lied to Christina and that.
Why? What do you mean? Tell me more.
I can't remember exactly what was said because I stopped watching their lives. But apparently, there was a conversation the other day or something regarding Tay, and Christina was saying that she lied a lot regarding. No, I won't keep Ruthie out my gob. Absolutely not. She's a scumbag.
I mean, I have said to
She's scammed also. She can't say shit.
I have said the same with everyone, same with you guys, same with everyone that's been mentioned or involved tonight. The invite has always been there for all of them to get in the box. I just on a social corner. What?
No, I'm not affected. I'm just fed up with the shit and it needs to fucking stop. That's why I got in contact with Billy.
I mean...
And I'm thankful that he'll take two sides to every story.
I mean, I can't speak on behalf of everyone and say they're going to stop. I think once you've always got a troll, you're always going to have that troll sort of thing. So I think that's just going to become a natural thing. Unless people see differences and ways. And I'm not saying, this ain't me saying you're totally innocent. And as I said at the beginning, it would seem like I was probably going to bash Christina at the beginning. It's not the case. But the facts are the facts. The thing is, I'm not saying you've been absolutely innocent, but neither has anyone else in this situation or in this case. I mean, I can see the comments there saying, well, stop begging and all this. And it will stop. I mean, chances are it probably will never stop, even if you stop begging, or God knows what you're fucking doing next. Do we get a hint on the next thing that's coming? I mean, because you stated what you've not got much left to go for the dog, have you?
No, so we've raised £260. There's £162 I think left to raise. 162 I think it is. Obviously we are contributing towards that. We've already contributed I think £100 towards that ourselves, obviously by selling the stuff that we have. Yeah, and that's the reason that was put out was purely because we couldn't afford it.
Budget loan? Can you get a budget loan or advance?
Dog home. What people fail to remember is that those two kids have grown up with that dog. The little one in particular all his life. Now, if you want to go upstairs and tell that 17-year-old that he cannot have Fizz home, it will break him, and we're not going to do that.
Well, it's not a case of telling they can't have it home. I think people are just like more saying, rather than running to TikTok, probably exploring all options that are available, like, so maybe whether it be payment plans or whether
we've had a discussion with the vet. We've had many discussions with the vets. We've also tried other authorities to see if we can get help towards the vet bill, and there's no one that will help us.
What, no budgeting loan?
Nope, we can't get anything like that.
Why?
Because we owe too much already.
So basically you've already had your loan for 2 years?
Yes, we've already had what we needed, and obviously we can't exhaust it anymore.
I mean,
bury her in the garden, that wasn't an option, and I'm sure you've probably seen the videos that were posted. Burying her in the garden was not an option. Our garden's just been dug up and redone. That was not an option. Even the council workers said the same thing. If you had put the dog in there, we wouldn't have been doing this, because they're not going to dig her up. And to start with, don't know if you've actually done your research, but it's actually illegal to bury an animal in a council garden.
I mean, if the garden's done now, you could essentially do it now. However,
no, because we've already made the payment for it to be cremated. It's already been done.
But you know, who really gives a shit about the council? Let's be honest. I mean, I've chucked many a dead hamsters, cats, and dogs in the back garden in the council.
To be fair, my mum's got 4 cats in our garden, so we've never really made an issue.
I don't think that's so much of an issue. I mean, like, is your garden done now?
Are you actually serious? Have you just said eat it then? Are you fucking serious? You are fucking disgusting.
Who said that?
Tay.
That's
fucking vile.
Oh, right, that account, right, I see it.
I talk shit. The evidence is on my pages. Go and have a look. The council, we actually took a video when the council were in digging up the garden. So you can't sit there and say I'm talking shit. We posted the evidence to prove that we couldn't bury her in the garden.
Sorry, that comment's really throwing me off. I'm trying to get my head back into frame.
Hello. 2 seconds, I've got a phone call coming through. Give me a second.
No, sorry, that really threw me off. Guys, we don't do gardens. We'll have all the gardens, babes.
Sorry, I'm back. I had a phone call.
No worries, no worries. Right, so obviously your garden's done now, right?
Yes.
Right, so you could potentially bury.
No, because she's already been sent off to be cremated.
Oh, right, so she's already ashes.
Obviously, that's what we've paid the first payment of £211, and that was to send her off to be cremated.
Right, so she is already ashes. They're waiting for payment.
Yeah. So now they're waiting for the second payment so that they can obviously release Fizz to us.
So the second payment, right? So obviously, because this is a lot of money, you know, to have an animal created. So I've had to look into this sort of stuff, and you know, like you could go for like the cheapest option anywhere for around about 200 to 230, maybe 250.
And what's that for?
Like to have like the dog. How big was the dog? Was it a big dog?
Border collie.
what, kilo heavy or?
I don't know how big she was, to be fair.
Because I mean, I would have said around about 250 was more a realistic point to make.
Yeah, that's for the cremation. 250 is for the cremation, but we have to pay for the euthanasia as well. If you look at the list, the bill, it says 270 for the euthanasia, and then it's 250 for the cremation.
So you still owe money prior to when the dog was alive, yeah? From like having to put it to sleep and stuff like that.
We had to pay for them to put her to sleep. That doesn't come free. So obviously we've had to pay for the bill is for the cremation and for the euthanasia.
So the euthanasia, you should have got that really cheap, considering you would have been on benefits, like, because all vets would have accommodate to some way or have a little bit of a discount.
No, because it's private, they don't work that way.
See now, I don't know, because I can speak different on this. So when I had my cat put down as a private dentist, and absolutely I paid half the price it should have, because I wasn't working, I was on benefits at the time. So I actually paid half the price.
I mean, this is the reason why we had a discussion with them, because we couldn't afford it. And they actually waived the consultation fee for us because they knew we couldn't afford it. But the manager of the vets, Tanner, said she would not waiver or reduce the cost for the euthanasia and the cremation. Because technically it would have been almost £500 had we had to pay for the consultation. But because they waived the consultation fee, that was a saving of £65 alone.
And you never had a pet plan or anything like that?
No. Bearing in mind, I've only been with Wendy for 2 years, and the dog is almost 15. The dog was almost 15 years old.
Only been a couple of years.
So obviously, I've only known Fizz for 2 years.
Right. Okay. So it's predominantly Wendy's dog, correct?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay.
And obviously, we keep getting this PDSA thing. PDSA is not open at 10:30 in the evening. When we rung the out of hours, there was no PDSAs to us open that could deal with the issue. And that's the reason why they said we are putting you on, basically we're booking you in with a local vet for 9:15 the following morning. And I know the closest PDSA to me is Plymouth. I've been there a few times. I know exactly where they are and who they are.
Well,
now,
they didn't get seen till 9:30 a.m. though.
Sorry?
The dog didn't get seen till 9:30 a.m. though.
Yeah, so we rung them. So we rung an emergency out of hours vet at 10:30 the night before. Because obviously she had the.
So the question is, this is where people are getting confused in the comments. So the question is saying, okay, you called them the night before, but the next morning, why didn't you just take them to the PDSA?
Because we were told she wouldn't survive the travel. They booked us in with a local vet for 9:15, which is the earliest appointment they could book. And we took straight to that vet.
In the car from the vet you were at.
Sorry?
It's only 15-22 minutes in the car from the vet you were at.
No, from where we are to where Plymouth is, it's a 45-minute car journey.
But I'm saying from the vets that you were at, or the vets that you went to, from there on was an extra 22 minutes drive to the PDSA.
No. The PDSA, that the vets that we were at is a mile from where we live.
But that vets is registered quite away.
Yeah, their address might be somewhere up the line in Birmingham, but
their address is registered in some flat.
Sorry?
I can tell you, I've already searched their address. It's like it's registered in some flat housing estate.
So it's in Birmingham. Their actual company registered address is in Birmingham. The actual vets is 1.1 miles from where we are.
And then either way, it was still right. So the vets that you went to is 1 mile from where you are. So either way, PDSA would have only been another half an hour.
But when you're told that your dog may not survive that journey, you are not going to risk that animal in that journey, on that journey.
Right. See, now I have a different stance on this, because I think I'd rather, me personally, in my head, I think I'd rather me drive to a vet's further away, knowing my cat would probably croak it on the way, so I didn't have to pay that massive charge, or take it to that vet knowing either way it's going to have the outcome that it probably needs.
So what you've just said is you would rather us take the dog 45 minutes away, bearing in mind there was also a child in the car that would witness the dog die on the journey. Is that what
I'm not saying that's what you should have done. I'm just saying...
No, absolutely not. You think I'm going to put an 8-year-old through that trauma? You must be kidding me if you think I'm putting an 8-year-old through that trauma.
No, it's just in my opinion, that's what I would have done. Well, I can't try not to be too loose. I know you've had a vodka.
Jokes.
Oh dear, oh dear. Listen, where's he gone?
He's dropped. I don't know where he's gone.
Listen, if you loved your dog as much as you say you do, that you wouldn't want to put your kids through that trauma, you'd be paying fucking vet insurance, you big fat cunt. Let me tell you that. I pay over £100 a month for my dog. Yeah? I've had to put my kid through that of watching 2 staffies to be put to sleep. I'm not doing it again. So I pay over £100 a month for my staffy, my Frenchie, to be protected. You are full of shit. You get benefits. You can get that shit for free.
Yeah, and listen, even if you're not getting it for free, you are getting it at a big discount. And that is true.
I paid £500 for my boy to be neutered, and he weighs about, what, 15 kilogram? Not even that. He's a tiny boy. Well, most people have seen my dog. It's a little Frenchie.
Yeah.
I pay over £100 a month in vet, well, not even fucking vet bills, but insurance. And most of the time I don't take him. He's got allergies, but that's treated for a raw diet. This man is chatting the most. Let me tell you.
Isn't it? I mean, this is why I kept asking questions in it, because it will get the answer.
Listen, I love my boy more than anything. My boy is in the same league as my kids. My dog is my world.
I was going to say, like, the little photos of him, little videos.
And I would drive anywhere on the planet to save my boy. So you're telling me you won't drive an extra 20 minutes? You are a lying fat cunt. You and your missus are fucking pure begs. You are beggy bastards. Let me tell you that.
It's one of 2 ways, isn't it? Like I said, I personally would rather take the risk and drive further, knowing my beloved pet could croak it on the way.
Listen, if I couldn't afford the vet bills, and do you know what? The thing is, I'm not boasting. I'm lucky because I can afford the vet bills. But that's my, you know, I'm not you know, mocking anyone on benefits or whatever.
No, you do the sensible thing for your pet.
But my boy is in league with my kids. He's my boy. Do you know what I mean? I would drive to fucking Scotland. I'd drive to the end of the world for my boy. If you're not prepared to drive an extra 20 minutes for your dog, then you are full of shit.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. And we've all seen the Google Maps. Yeah? You are not prepared to drive an extra 20 minutes for your dog. You are full of shit. Full of shit.
That's...
Listen, my dog, my boy. My kid's grown up now, and my dog he's my baby. Do you know what I mean? As we know, Bill. My dog is my boy. He's my baby. He's the only baby I've got left, apart from my granddaughter. But you know, listen.
I mean, 420 is so extortionate. No, I could still get that so much cheaper.
Listen, you know, we can all raise that quite simply. You know, sell a few pics of your missus. Yeah. It's easily done. There's a few weirdos out there. I mean, I will sell mine for hundreds, but you know. Do you know what I mean? But you know. That's another story. You've been there, Bill. You see me done it.
I have.
Exactly. You know what I mean? There's room for everybody. But, you know, even us old birds. But you know, 150 quid for a nip here and a nip there. 150 quid for a nip. But you know. If you love your dog so much, you will do anything to raise that money, and a few minutes on OF.
I agree.
All that won't do you no harm, darling. you don't have your dog as much as you say you do. Because
there are many pages of them. There are many, many pages of them. There really are.
I mean, if Luna Tuna can get a gangbang,
then anyone can.
or
But he said about why they're still wanting the full amount. Well, because like they said, they paid off and they got to pay for the euthanasia. Like I say, the story doesn't add up and it doesn't make sense. And my conclusion is made, and I'll do a video on that tomorrow. But there's just too many inconsistencies. Honestly, there's more holes in
full
this.
of shit. They've got a BMI of a rhino, the pair of them. There's no excuse. Listen, I work 2 fucking jobs. I've got an autistic kid that needs full-time attention. There's no excuse.
I'm not going to sit here and say they've totally lied across the board. They haven't lied about everything, but they have lied about a lot. Like, there's a lot of things they have come forward with some facts and proof regarding other people's trying to expose them.
I don't want to hear that bollocks.
But,
right.
I mean, as it stands, I mean, you've done your fair share wrong, isn't it?
Listen, if you are struggling, you will do anything if you are struggling.
Right?
I'm not struggling, that's the thing, I'm not struggling, and the thing is, I like luxury, so I will do things for my luxuries.
Yes, to enjoy your luxuries.
Exactly. So, on a basic lifestyle, you will do, if you are struggling on your basic lifestyle, you'll do what you need to do.
Of course you fucking will, yeah.
I work 2 jobs, I've got 2 kids, one's Asperger's and ADHD, requires full-time attention.
And yeah, it's fucking full attention and all. I know, because I'm like that. I'm 24/7.
You know what I mean? And the thing is, when it comes to the thing is, kids are kids. You know what I mean? But dogs it's a different love for a dog because they can't protect themselves. They can't.
Yeah, they can't speak. They can't talk. They can't tell you what's wrong.
Exactly. My boy, I would do anything. I mean, I'd do anything with my kids, and it's the same with my boy. Like, yeah. Listen, you see if Andy comes strolling across the park and wants to try thump up me and thump up my dog, bitch, you're collecting your teeth.
Fell up the fucking field.
Yeah, anyway, I've challenged Angie to a boxing match and I've tagged Tyrone.
Tell me about this, what, in her life?
Yeah, let's see if Angie wants to match me, because I'm only a year younger than Angie.
She's gonna be like that, you know.
Me to a boxing match, because, yeah, bitch, I'm thumping the wine teeth out your mouth.
Just to let you guys know, if you did miss the part 1 the other day on Wendy and Jareth, that is up on our YouTube. I only uploaded it not long ago and went and got my link. And tonight's one will be up tomorrow. And I'll chuck my final conclusion at the end.
Yeah, anyway, I've seen these pair begging for weeks and weeks and weeks.
It's just gone on years. It goes back years. That's how it goes back, probably about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, there's thank you to whoever's gifted me. I can't say because I'm pissed.
I was just going to say, she can't even see, she's like that.
not that I can see on a normal day anyway, not this time because I took my contacts out, but you know.
I might expect to see you on at 5 o'clock in the morning shaking it.
No, I'm in bed. I'm gonna go. I was just listening and I was just thinking, is this dickhead for real? Stop making excuses, man. You fucking pussy hole. I'll probably get banned in a minute. So if I disappear, you know where I've gone. Any?
Yeah, I know what it is.
If this pussy hole can't, don't listen. If you can't afford a pet, don't have one. It's as simple as that.
Exactly
Simple.
right.
Listen, I've got a French bulldog, and it costs me over £100 a month in pet insurance. If you can't afford that shit, then don't have a fucking dog. It's as simple as that. Listen, before like lockdown and all that shit, I never got it. But you know, my boy is my boy, and he is, you know, I'll get it. This bitch ain't paying for none of that. She's paying for the dogs to be put to sleep. That's it. She ain't paying for fucking cremations and yeah.
I mean, the thing is, like we say, you could easily have a burial, like that's just as good, and you know you've still got the pet there forever. Well, unless you plan on moving very quickly or not paying the rent.
The thing is, Bill, I've been there when I've had no money and I've had dogs put to sleep, and I've had to leave the dog to be put to sleep and just get on with life.
Yeah,
Get on with it. Why are you begging people off TikTok? If you're so desperate, you are two people, there's nothing wrong with you. Go and get a fucking job, you slobby cunts.
Or cash in hand.
Well,
Did I tell him I took my cat to the dentist? Did I? Did I tell him I took my cat to the dentist? Fuck off, did I? Fuck off.
Listen, there's no excuse. OF. There's all sorts of shit. Listen, people will buy pictures of your feet. Go and sell that shit. If you are so bothered about your dog, go and earn it the proper way. Stop begging off TikTok, you absolute fucking begs. Please don't gift me because I don't. Gift it to Bill, please.
Did you need to take a dog to the dentist?
No, to be honest, vet bills are expensive. Do you know what I mean? Vet bills are expensive. As you know, vet bills are expensive. Even with insurance, they're expensive. But if you love your dog so much, get some vet insurance. But don't sit up begging on TikTok expecting other people to pay. There's two of you. There's one of me. I work 2 fucking jobs. There's 2 of you. No excuse.
Well, I just don't think there's an excuse anyway.
Anyway, while I'm at it, before I go, I just want to say, Diana, you have the BMI of a rhinoceros, you big cunt. Angie, I fucking challenge you to a boxing match. Tyrone, everyone screen record. Please, everyone, get a screen recording right now. I'll give it 5 seconds. Everyone screen record. Are you ready? Because it takes 3, 2, 1. I challenge Ginger Pubes, Angie, the pisshead, to a boxing match. Tyrone, everyone tag Tyrone. I challenge this bitch to a boxing match. I'm going to box her wine-stained tooth out of her mouth. And then I'm going to look after Sheila, who deserves a decent daughter. I will be her adopted daughter. I will look after Sheila. All hail Sheila. I'm going to box off Angela's face in a boxing ring. She might be 6 inches taller than me, but I'll tell you now,
Sheila going to Turkey next year.
I'm telling you now, I will bust Angela's claw all over the place. Angela is 1 year older than me. Go look at my pictures and go and look at Angela's pictures. Let's see who looks better, yeah? I mean, to be fair, I do have Botox, but you know.
Yeah, but you know.
And my teeth are all mine. I don't drink red wine, but yeah, Angela, you dirty pisshead, pissy tramp, fucking twat. I'll challenge you to a boxing match. Tyrone, get on it. Get me in that ring.
You can say what you want. She blocked me today because I gifted Mandy a rose.
Yeah, she was screwing about.
Don't give me!
Mandy Clark. How's your daughter, Mandy?
Ranger got Billy, Ranger got my sister, stop fucking gifting me! So you only have 7p, you cunt.
Sorry, Bill. Keep me out of the box. I shouldn't have got in because I'm drunk. But anyway, Angela, before we go, Angela, I'll challenge you to a boxing match. I'll rip your blood clot across fucking... I'm telling you, I'll box her up. I don't care. I'll box her up. I'll knock them wine-stained fucking tooth out of her mouth. I'm telling you, I'd rather fight her than Lucy Rose.
Well, I mean, you got more chance.
That's saying something, you know, Lucy Rose. I mean, I'd rather fight Bri, to be fair, but Angela, bring it on. Kick me out, darling.
Be good, sweet cheeks.
Bye, darling, love you.
Bye, darling, love you. But I fucking love my cat. You know, she can do say anything, I don't care. I fucking love her. Absolutely love her. So can you see why we got on so well in Poland? I'm loving the squiffy cat. Everyone was in Lucy's live saying they're buying her dolls. Yes, that's because of Matt. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the Wendy awareness there. Cutting it there. Cut. So tomorrow I will upload a video on here on my final thoughts. I'll upload this to YouTube. Let me take the fiddle with. I'll upload this to YouTube just for those that missed it, although I think most saw it, to be fair. But I'll upload it there. Rewashing YouTube, rewashing. A bit like me taking my cat to the dentist. Honestly, I'm fucking I can call away with words, don't I? My cat had nice gnashers at the end of it though, so it's always a good thing. Lovely gnashers. Like fucking jaws at the end of it. So, for NJW, are you doing the after bit tonight, or what's going on? Just so I know. But don't you have to buy the dentist, pass them on. Well, you know, unedited, it's going in there. Right, so it's going to do an hour or so. Could have been worse, could have been the hairdresser. So J-Dubs.
Hello, mate. I thought I'd come in the box because I can't be asked to type.
Go on.
Is Soph going to do an hour or so? I've just seen that message.
Yeah, she literally, I was just saying, yeah, she's going to do an hour or so, bless her.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll join her.
So for those of you that want to know where we're heading in the next 10 minutes, follow up Gingerbread Soph in the chat, because that's where we go and do the after bit, where we chinwag and cunt them all off properly.
That's why I wanted to help you both. I'm sorry I upset you.
You shot it. Thank you for the hat, Miss Sophie. Much appreciated.
How do you
My team.
How do you screenshot on an iPad?
I don't know.
Power button and volume button, maybe?
No.
Exactly well. Both together.
All right, hold on.
Or try swiping your hand across. I've just done the swipe mode and you can't even fucking see me.
Somebody screenshot it from here.
Soph, have you got that, girl?
I've got it.
Got it.
No, I'm not giving up. He's ruined everything.
We know where that's going tomorrow.
Put it closer. Hold on.
Silly, silly, silly.
If I tilt my phone that way, right, can you see that?
To be fair, the only thing he's done is made himself look like a twat just like them.
Thank you, Zolas, for the hat, me. Much appreciated. Thank you for joining my team again.
Chloe, I need to know if you got it. You got it?
You haven't got it. You've got to hold it there a bit longer.
Oh, we're not going to let him. Absolutely not.
Oh, hurry up.
I don't give a fuck.
Joking.
Got it.
Yep, sweet. Stay.
What if I keep jumping out? I don't know why.
I just wanted to be a pain in the ass a bit longer.
See, Louise was in your live as well, and she was actually slating these two.
Oh, fancy that.
That's the account. That's the account that's been stalking my account, and I had to block it.
They kept checking mine as well.
Yeah.
But like I said, he can't come in my life. I've blocked him. So unless he's got another account, he ain't coming in my life.
Oh, Bill, you're blocked, mate.
Absolutely not.
He thinks I am. I'll be right back.
No worries, mate.
You'll probably get blocked as well.
He basically used the live slags off, basically.
This woman was slagging these two off in your live, Billy, and now she's playing.
Yeah. If they didn't get fucking slipping up, then no one will fucking judge them. But the stories, like that Jin said, they fucking holes in it. It doesn't make fucking sense.
Nah. Let me know if Lucy's on, guys.
An ADHD is no fucking excuse to be a fucking wanker. TikTok shop. Does everybody love TikTok shop?
I love TikTok shop.
Yeah, I need to sort that field out. Just for you.
Earlier on, right, I ordered a mixed kebab with a Pepsi Max. This is what they sent me.
With what we said.
What's that got to do with TikTok shop?
No, she's not really, to be fair. She's asked me to leave her be on her own, so I'm going to leave her on her own.
Well, because you would keep messing up and she's like, you should have said that.
But like I've just said, I don't know if you were here, we're not doing this shit again, that's it now. We went on there to have our say, we've had our fucking say, and that's the end of it now.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Stop begging.
No,
It's not going in.
Nah, mate, your rage quit.
if you don't like it, see you later. It's as simple as that, because I'm not
Go on, Bill.
with it anymore. Why should we?
Well, Wendy's just gone into his life.
Pardon me.
I know you're in here, Billy.
Is he in here, is he?
Where is he? Where is he?
I was just told me he is.
Where did you find her?
Apparently you're on bail, Billy. Brilliant. Wow.
No, I ain't had a drink out.
Get out of my life.
It's false accusations.
Maybe we'll have to expose him then, shall we?
Oh, we're not that
Really?
close.
You can't even expose a Sainsbury's carrier bag. What are you going to do? Idiot.
Slander, that is. Absolutely.
Account, but he's blocked.
In it, Observer. What's he gonna do, big man?
They're going to charge because I need money, so they're going to charge for Bill's exposure.
Exactly. Oh.
How's they gonna afford to travel because they can't afford the vet bill?
Oh, excuse me.
Oh my God.
All the burps, absolutely.
I can actually make myself burp without even drinking anything fizzy.
Oh, that's
Jim?
not healthy.
Sometimes I do the alphabet as well. Hey, Faye. Because I'm far from a lady.
I'm so lucky that I can come home after dropping the kid off at school tomorrow and have a nap.
Man is still off.
I feel like this is going to be a long hour.
Eh. Lucy won't be popping in that live. There's a clown on the screen.
So I know that I'll find that account. No doubt I'll find the account that they're using to file me with.
I spy with my little eye. You are a liar.
I spy with my little eye something
I
beginning
see
with
them.
S.
I didn't
Scammers.
say anything because I was in the live, but
We'll have all the Cam 2 in, darling. We'll have it all.
don't block Callum.
Block Callum.
Yeah, block him.
Callum's blocked.
And Callum is Wendy's son.
So why is he on TikTok then? It's an 18 plus app, really.
And that's only a mile away from you. Instead of going, well, I would have travelled with the dog in the car, even if it was half an hour. Not when the dog's seriously ill and you're told that the dog may not survive. Bearing in mind, you're also carrying a child in the car that, has been around that animal all his life. You want to put that stress on a child? No. Because I sure as hell don't. The kid's been through enough. That was what blew it for me. I lost all respect for him for that moment. And that's the reason why I came out of the box. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. Fucking hell. Ugh. No doubt I'll have a lot of them coming in now, Kim. It's alright, because like I said, I'll just block them. I don't give a fuck. Really couldn't care less anymore. Just wanted to say I'm on this account as I've been trolled by Billy. He is currently on bail for it. He basically wanted you in his life and to make you look like idiot. Absolutely. You know, like I said, we're not gonna sit here and go we're perfect, because we're not.
Nobody is.
No one's perfect. Absolutely not. You know, you're right. No one is perfect. Barney Bear the Chocolate Lab. Why the fuck are you in here? We know exactly who you are.
Piss off. You're the fucking cleanest mother or something. Fuck off.
Just wanted to say I'm on this account as I've been trolled, but fucking hell.
Nope. He's not. I mean, I'm not giving up. I'm not fucking giving up. But he's ruined everything. But I'm not giving up.
To be fair, the only thing he's done is made himself look like a twat just like them. He will only ruin it if you let him. Oh, we're not going to let him. Absolutely not. I don't give a fuck. Why, if I keep jumping out, I don't know why. But like I said, he can't come in my life because I blocked him, so unless he's got another account, he ain't coming in my life. Absolutely not. Not really. He basically used the live to slag us off, basically. He had already come to a determination and basically used that live to slag us off. So yeah, fun. Thing is, no matter what we said, you know, he made an excuse with what we said. No, she's not really, to be fair. She's asked me to leave her be on her own, so I'm going to leave her on her own. But like I've just said, you know, I don't know if you were here, we're not doing this shit again, that's it now. You know, we went on there to have our say, we've had our fucking say, and that's the end of it now. Couldn't give a fuck who trolls us. If you don't like us, scroll on. No one forces you to watch it, no one forces you to do anything. If you don't like it, see you later. It's as simple as that, because we're not dealing with it anymore. Why should we?
I know you're in here, Billy.
Is he in here, is he?
Yeah? Someone's just told me he is. Apparently you're on bail, Billy. For bullying. Wow. You're a vile cunt. Get out of my life.
Maybe we'll have to expose him then, shall we? We did it with Christina yesterday. He can't watch me on his normal account because he's blocked. That's interesting. So I no doubt I'll find that account. No doubt I'll find the account that they're using to spy on me with. I've just seen it, Ken. Obviously I didn't want to say anything because I was in the live, but... Don't block Callum. That's Wendy's son. So Kim, just to let you know, Callum is Wendy's son. That's alright, mate. It happens. Mistakes do happen, unfortunately. Who's that stressing? Who's that?
Hey,
What's wrong?
are you muted?
No.
Good. For your fucking information, I've got an older son, and he's 18, he's got his own fucking life.
Who said that?
Fucking them, I thought he was poorly. Wrong child, dickhead!
Oh, there we go. But again, people don't know the information, so they just blurt out the things they don't fucking know.
What happened?
I kind of didn't catch a lot of that.
Oh. Who said something?
Well, it's because Callum's in here, so obviously they don't know a lot. They don't know about Callum today.
No.
So I don't know what the fuck's going on.
What did they say about Callum?
I don't know. Your mum's just come up here, so I don't have a clue.
Callum's none of that business. He doesn't even live with us.
Exactly, he doesn't live with us.
I talk to him once a fucking year.
Bless him.
Barely talks to me.
He's got his own life now. Anyway, I am still here, people. Oh. God, Kim, you're on it tonight, aren't you? Are you blocking everyone that comes in? I don't care if they fucking show my love. I couldn't give a fuck, to be fair. No, that's good, mate. That's fine. There's a lot of them to get rid of when they come in. The one thing they're not going to do is they're not going to get me off this app. Not a fucking chance.
I know.
Put it this way, to get me off this app, I would have to not be here. So it's pretty impossible. And yes, before you say it, even though my account's not visible, doesn't mean I'm off the app. Because I do put my my account invisible a lot of times, especially when I'm not using it. It's like the 4.5 weeks we weren't on here. I was still on the app. Just my account couldn't be seen. Sorry, I'm back. I just had to watch something a minute. I'm still here. Well, put it this way, Kim. All I can say from now on is if you don't trust anyone, get fucking rid of them. Simple as. You know what? I'm going to sit down in a minute and write a list of everyone that was on that video, and each one of them are getting blocked. Because I ain't doing this shit anymore. I'm not playing fucking childish games with them pricks. Fucking lot of them can fuck off. I'll block each and every fucking one of them myself. I don't care. I'm quite wide awake now, so I got time. And I will literally go through each and every one of them and block each and every one of them. But anyway, do you like my picture, Kim? I thought it's fitting for Halloween. I'll probably change it tomorrow. I'll probably find another one. Find another filter on TikTok or somewhere else. Well, it wouldn't let me do it, so I had to take a screenshot of it when I did it because it wouldn't let me fucking save it. So I was like, fuck's sake, screenshot. Hey, Kim, did you know it's literally 18 days and me and Wendy have been together for 2 years? Well, technically it's 17 days now because it's the 31st today, yeah. So technically in 17 days' time, me and Wendy have been together 2 years. Okay. Well, I've just seen that Am I Being Ghosted? Well, I've seen that one, so I don't know if you've put another one in before that. Not used a bad word, have you? So I've seen... No, just ones I recognise, and that seemed very fitting. Then you put Am I Being Ghosted, and then 3 before that, lol. So if there's anything before that, no. Or in between that, shall I say. If it's not showing, just pop it up in the chat and I'll see it when I scroll my feed down. Hi. That's another way of doing it, I guess. Some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community experience. Piss off. Sorry, Kim, I wasn't telling you to piss off. I was reading out the comment. No, not about you, mate. I was reading the comment where it says some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. Who gives a fuck? Is Wendy okay? Mate, I'm not going downstairs to find out. I mean, from what I'm hearing, not very well, but I'm kind of staying out with it. Yeah, I'm staying out with it. You know, she needs her own space and her own time to gather her own thoughts. Is someone streaming your stream at the stick? Probably. To be fair, if they are, I couldn't give a fuck. Really doesn't bother me, to be fair.